Welcome. Today we will be reading lesson 266 in the workbook, and from the text, chapter 22, section 6, the light of the holy relationship, paragraphs 9 through 15. And now for lesson 266. My holy self abides in you, God's Son. Father, you gave me all your sons to be my saviors and my counselors in sight, the bearers of your holy voice to me. In them are you reflected, and in them does Christ look back upon me from myself. Let not your Son forget your holy name. Let not your Son forget his holy source. Let not your Son forget his name is yours. This day we enter into paradise, calling upon God's name and on our own, acknowledging ourself in each of us, united in the holy love of God. How many Saviors God has given us! How can we lose the way to him when he has filled the world with those who point to him and given us the sight to look on them? Eternal love has given one all that it has created. In this world of separation, one is provided helpers and saviors in many forms, who carry the truth of the one who knows. In these creations of love are reflected one's eternal nature, and in their unity together they gaze upon oneself. Let one abide this day in the awareness of love's never-ending presence, and know no separation from it. In this moment does one enter the holiness, remembering one's kinship with all that is. How fortunate that so many have been given one to serve as signposts, pointing the way to the eternal, and having gratefully been given the gift of vision to see one's way back home. And now for our text reading for today, from chapter 22, section 6, the light of the holy relationship, paragraphs 9 through 15. What can it be but universal blessing to look on what your Father loves with charity? Extension of forgiveness is the Holy Spirit's function. Leave this to Him. Let your concern be only that you give to Him that which can be extended. Save no dark secrets that He cannot use, but offer Him the tiny gifts He can extend forever. He will take each one and make of it a potent force for peace. He will withhold no blessing from it, nor limit it in any way. He will join to it all the power that God has given Him to make each little gift of love a source of healing for everyone. Each little gift you offer to your brother lights up the world. Be not concerned with darkness. Look away from it and toward your brother. And let the darkness be dispelled by Him who knows the light, and lays it gently in each quiet smile of faith and confidence with which you bless your brother. On your learning depends the welfare of the world, and it is only arrogance that would deny the power of your will. Think you the will of God is powerless? Is this humility? You do not see what this belief has done. You see yourself as vulnerable, frail, and easily destroyed, and at the mercy of countless attackers more powerful than you. Let us look straight at how this error came about. For here lies buried the heavy anchor that seems to keep the fear of God in place, immovable and solid as a rock. While this remains, so will it seem to be. Who can attack the Son of God and not attack His Father? How can God's Son be weak and frail and easily destroyed unless His Father is? You do not see that every sin and every condemnation that you perceive and justify is an attack upon your Father. And that is why it has not happened, nor could be real. You do not see that this is your attempt because you think the Father and the Son are separate. And you must think that they are separate because of fear. For it seems safer to attack another or yourself than to attack the great Creator of the universe, whose power you know. If you were one with God, and recognized this oneness, you would know his power is yours. But you will not remember this while you believe attack of any kind means anything. It is unjustified in any form because it has no meaning. The only way it could be justified is if you and your brother were separate from the other, and all were separate from your Creator. For only then would it be possible to attack a part of the creation without the whole, the Son without the Father, and to attack another without yourself, or hurt yourself without the other feeling pain. And this belief you want. Yet wherein lies its value, except in the desire to attack in safety? Attack is neither safe nor dangerous. It is impossible. And this is so because the universe is one. You would not choose attack on its reality if it were not essential to attack, to see it separated from its maker. And thus it seems as if love could attack and become fearful. Only the different can attack. So you conclude, because you can attack, you and your brother must be different. Yet does the Holy Spirit explain this differently? Because you and your brother are not different, you cannot attack. Either position is a logical conclusion. Either could be maintained, but never both. The only question to be answered in order to decide which must be true is whether you and your brother are different. From the position of what you understand, you seem to be, and therefore can attack. Of the alternatives, this seems more natural and more in line with your experience. And therefore it is necessary that you have other experiences more in line with truth, to teach you what is natural and true. This is the function of your holy relationship. For what one thinks, the other will experience with him. What can this mean except your mind and your brothers are one? Look not with fear upon this happy fact, and think not that it lays a heavy burden on you. For when you have accepted it with gladness, you will realize that your relationship is a reflection of the union of the Creator and His Son. From loving minds there is no separation, and every thought in one brings gladness to the other, because they are the same. Joy is unlimited, because each shining thought of love extends its being and creates more of itself. There is no difference anywhere in it, for every thought is like itself. The light that joins you and your brother shines throughout the universe, and because it joins you and him, so it makes you and him one with your Creator. And in him is all creation joined. Would you regret you cannot fear alone, when your relationship can also teach the power of love is there, which makes all fear impossible? Do not attempt to keep a little of the ego with this gift, for it was given you to be used and not obscured. What teaches you that you cannot separate denies the ego. Let truth decide if you and your brother be different or the same, and teach you which is true. We are told in this conclusion of chapter 22 that the very purpose of the holy relationship is to teach that one is not different from the other, that one shares one mind with others, which in unity is the Christ self, or one's true self. Because this understanding goes against one's experiences in the world of perception, the holy relationship provides new experiences that but confirm the existence of this shared mind. This shared mind also serves as a reflection of one's relationship with one's source. For in loving minds there can exist no separation, because of the unlimited nature of love, which extends itself indefinitely without end. One's love for the other unites one with eternal love itself, the very source of all that there is.